We have breaking news right now. UPS has announced that it'll be cutting 20,000 jobs this year because of cost-cutting measures, because of fewer deliveries from Amazon. Layoffs will impact about 4% of its workforce. Now, you want to know why there are fewer deliveries from Amazon? Because people are purchasing less right now because the economy's not as great. And also, there are fewer imports coming into America because of tariffs and higher costs. This move, according to CBS News, is part of UPS's plan to consolidate its facilities and workforce. It'll close about 73 buildings as well by the end of June 2025. But in today's regulatory filing, UPS said, quote, "The cuts are in connection with our anticipation of lower volumes from our largest company." And as a result of this consolidation plan, UPS is expected to save more than $3.5 billion in revenue just this year. We'll see what happens next, but know that cost cuts are coming for UPS. Job cuts are coming. Spread the word. I'll do a full breakdown on my Substack, link to my bio, so subscribe for free and follow along for all the news you need to know about.
So UPS is doing another round of layoffs. If you guys remember last year, the end of 2024, no, the beginning of 2024, UPS announced that they're doing a round of layoffs of 12,000 employees. And this was after they announced that they're raising their top pay delivery drivers to $170,000 a year. Now they're laying off another 20,000 employees, which is absolutely insane. You know, these companies really don't give a damn about you. But I'm not sure if the tariffs is one of the only reasons that UPS is doing these layoffs. You see, before I quit FedEx Express, which was in January 2023, I joined an app called Roadie. And at the time, I didn't know that Roadie was actually bought out by UPS. So Roadie is now their last mile delivery app where anyone can sign up for it as long as they have availabilities in your area, and you are an independent contractor to that company. Last year in July, Roadie had announced this new feature in the app in certain cities like New York City, Texas, Florida, something called Roadie XD. So basically, you drive to a warehouse. Well, actually, you get a route on the app. You have to get picked for a route on the app. You drive to the warehouse, you pick up packages, and then you go deliver the packages as if you're an Amazon Flex driver or a UPS driver. So these routes vary in different prices. They have routes that go from $50 all the way up to, I've seen routes go for like $600. And if you guys want to check out me doing these Roadie XD routes, you can just go to this YouTube channel right here, Packetainment. I get a lot of those bigger routes because I have a cargo van. So basically, UPS is putting a lot of the work over onto their Roadie route, the Roadie app, because since I'm an independent contractor, I'm only paid what the route is paying. They don't have to pay me insurance. They don't have to pay any maintenance on the vehicles. They don't have to pay nothing else really. They just pay me whatever the route is paying. That's really it. Now, I'm pretty sure UPS will never admit this, but they save a lot of money firing their UPS employees and then putting all that work over into Roadie XD, since we're not employees and they don't have to pay anything but what the route is paying. They do offer toll reimbursement, but that is something that you have to submit in the app, and they don't always pay the toll reimbursements. And this is one reason why I switched over to doing gig apps, because I can make a lot of money, especially on Roadie XD, in a very short amount of time. Usually I make around $200 to $300 in about 4 hours of work. Sometimes it takes me longer if I get a longer route. Sometimes I could take a route that's going into New York City, which I really have a problem with. I don't like doing those because New York City's traffic is absolutely insane. But if you can get on a Roadie XD block where you have to be at the station at a certain time, I think around 8 o'clock or 8:30 in the morning, those routes you're guaranteed to make $200 regardless of how long it takes. The only problem with that is they will send you anywhere. I mean, the first time I did a Roadie XD block, I had a route that was going into Long Island and then to Connecticut. I said, I'm absolutely not doing that, so I dropped my route. I find it better to just go on the app and look at the map and try to find the XD dock and pick a route from there, because I can actually see how many packages there are and where they're going. And the Roadie app is probably a bigger reason why they're laying off a lot of their employees. I'm not sure if the UPS employees can then go onto the Roadie app, because if you want to do the Roadie XD, you need a bigger vehicle, SUV. There's a lot of people who go out and rent cargo vans. Me, I own my cargo van, so I'm good there. But there's a lot of money that can be made on Roadie XD. And it's not even really just Roadie XD, it's just these gig apps in general. I haven't been back to work in 2 years. I've been doing gig apps the end of 2022. Quit FedEx, got my own cargo van, did my own thing, and now I'm chilling. I get a lot of my time back, and I make the same amount of money in a way shorter amount of time. I can make my whole FedEx check in like 2 to 3 days, sometimes one day, depending on how good the day goes. Just to be honest with you guys.
It's crazy though.
Yeah.
The difference between
Y'all
the two. I mean, like,
will not believe this.
the
I'm here at UPS and I have no words. So today my mom is retiring after 32 years. So just so y'all don't believe I'm here. UPS. Came here for her retirement party and only to find out that they didn't feel like she was worth the party after giving 32 years of her life. Check this out, y'all. So they did get her a cake, some balloons, but that's it. Y'all, I am livid. And it was supposed to be catered. My family is here. And they said corporate canceled it, said that she was not worth it after 32 years. UPS, you are a multi-billion-dollar company. How can you not honor your employees that dedicate 32 years of service? Happy retirement, Mom.
Hey, these companies don't give a damn about you because you signed up to work for this job for 32 years and you expect to party now that you're leaving. These companies don't even know that you work there. Y'all do the same thing, which I don't understand. Y'all do the same thing when it comes to paying off your student loans. Y'all want a whole party or some type of, I don't know, some special message in your email. You signed up to pay those loans back. You signed up to work for UPS. They don't have to honor anything. They don't even know that you work there, right? But these companies will lay you off in a heartbeat, regardless of what's going on in your life. Whether you got a mortgage, whether you got kids, you got a sick mother, whatever's going on in your life, they will lay you off just like that. These companies don't give a damn about any of you. Now that I know what I know, I would never stay at a company for no 32 years. 32 years is a long ass time to be at a company. Like, I'm 30. This woman has been at this company before I've been born. That's insane to me. When I was at FedEx Express, a lot of those people were also there longer than I've been alive. They're giving their whole lives to this company and they don't give a damn about you. They really don't. You're just a number to them. They will lay you off in a heartbeat to save themselves and then throw you a little party, give you a little cake when it's time for you to retire. Listen, I'm going to just be completely honest with you guys. If you people put in as much effort as y'all do at these jobs that don't give a damn about you just to keep them open and to doing your own thing and making your own thing work, you'd be in a much better place and you wouldn't have to get laid off for it. And you wouldn't have to limit your income for doing it either. Because since I quit FedEx, now I'm in the mindset that I have my time back so I can make more money. I can do more things and not limit myself to go work for a job that y'all think is safe. There's no such thing as a safe job. Y'all people who have been laid off from the government, laid off of these private companies, already know. This is my second year being self-employed. And last year, I already made more than what I made at FedEx Express. $20,000 more. And at FedEx Express, I made about $60,000 a year before any deductions, taxes, and whatnot. And I paid less taxes. The only thing I wish is that I did this earlier.
So UPS announced yesterday they were going to lay off 20,000 workers before the end of this year. Here's everything I knew as quickly as possible. So first off, they actually made an announcement earlier this year that they were planning on closing 10% of the facilities by 2028. This was due to restructuring the company, getting rid of Amazon. This was an announcement. However, yesterday's announcement's a little different. So the company's citing two reasons, according to their earnings call that happened recently. One of them being they're getting rid of 10% of their Amazon volume, and the other one is massive disruptions in the supply chain. Again, I've said this plenty of times, guys, but if you want to know the future of transportation, look to the longshoremen, because what do we deliver? Commodities, trinkets, toys, goods, all of that
Basically
stuff. Guess where it
everything.
comes from? I think you know. She also said that while Amazon is the largest customer, it's not that profitable. So let's talk about those numbers. So total, Amazon accounted for 20 to 25% of the total volume of UPS. Now, however, they were only about 12% of UPS's total revenue, okay, which was about $10.7 billion. So basically, they announced the layoffs. They also said that because all of the uncertainty in the market, they have stopped with their predictions. And this triggered a response from the workers, because obviously 20,000 workers getting pulled, that's 20,000 livelihoods that directly affects the union. Union President Sean O'Brien had this to say: UPS is obligated to create 30,000 Teamster jobs under our current national agreement. If the company makes any attempt to violate our contract, UPS will be in for a hell of a fight. Yes, so there was an agreement in the contract that we were supposed to get new jobs by bringing in more volume from the post office, etc. What kind of fight? When the fight will take place, I don't know. We will wait and see further responses from the union as this thing plays out. That's it for now. There's a lot more I want to say about automation technology.
Yeah, but my question is, where's the union to save you? Where's the union? I thought the union was supposed to make sure that you kept your job, that they, what's the word? That they negotiate your wages. Where's the union? Nowhere to be found. And where's FedEx? I don't hear FedEx talking about doing any layoffs. They ate up a whole bunch of people last year. And they also got rid of Amazon for the same reason UPS did, because it wasn't profitable for the company. But where they at now? I don't hear FedEx Express talking about doing more layoffs. Only UPS, so I don't know what's going on with that.
How much money do you make?
Can make from 80 to I've seen 160 annually.
How much does UPS pay?
I know guys making top rate, that's what, 45, 46. So 12-hour shifts, so yeah.
You just need a license. It's like all based on seniority. So you start in the hub. It took me a year and a half. I'm at $30 right now, an hour. You talk about 42. How much do drivers make?
I'll just tell you personally, I make 6 figures a year. But I put in a lot of hours and I work 6 days a week, so.
How much money do you make?
They started off, I want to say, like at $24.
I've seen you guys on the news, like some layoffs.
Yeah, no, drivers aren't leaving. They're just trying to maximize their profits and minimize. If you're looking for a job and everything, it's definitely worth it. You got to put in your time and effort and everything, but other than that, it's available.
I don't think it's worth it. $170,000 a year may seem like it's a lot of money, but that $170,000, like, you're not getting paid $170,000. That's your entire package that they're paying you, which insurance, the 401k contributions, that's everything. So they're not seeing $170,000 a year. And you heard the guy. He said he has to work 12 hours a day, 6 days a week to make that. That's insane. That is absolutely insane. And just to show you guys how insane that is, a lot of these UPS trucks, the diesel and the FedEx truck, they don't have air conditioning. These trucks do not have air conditioning. So in the summer, we are dying. Well, they are dying. It's sad to say that there have been people that have died in the truck. So, very, very bad work conditions. Even though their job is very straightforward, load your truck, take the package to where it has to go, it's a lot. It is a lot having to get up and down those stairs, having to find the package, deliver the package, dying of heat stroke in the summer. It's a lot. It's not an easy job. It's not for the faint of heart. And if they're working that much at UPS might as well build dorm rooms at their stations, because these people don't even go home pretty much. 12 hours a day, 6 days a week. You're not going home. You're not seeing nobody. You might as well live at the station. But let me know what you guys think about this in the comment section below. Make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. See y'all next time.